Hi, this is Vashon Borich, and we're back here with 20 tools for internet marketing. It's been a little while because of the holidays, so welcome back anyone that has been waiting on my next installment. We are currently on tool number 12, and for those of you that hadn't watched any of these videos, basically I follow the same format. I introduce an internet marketing tool that I have found useful and use myself. And from there, I give you the definition of the tool as well as the cost and requirements. And then finally, I leave you with some great tips on how to use it. So let's talk about Quantcast and what it is. Quantcast is an awesome tool for managing your marketing budget. So if you're somebody that has a marketing budget, or you're looking to advertise online, mobile, either with advertising banners or social media, what Quantcast does is it helps to find user-based demographics for those popular web and mobile destinations. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you have a business in which you're looking to hit people that are over age 45 that make over $100,000 a year. Well, not all websites are going to hit that demographic. So Quantcast will allow you to do a search to find which ones hit that. I'll give you a hint. LinkedIn is the one that would probably suit you the best based on Quantcast information. If you were looking for a different audience, say somebody under age 25, you would be able to find somebody like that in Instagram.com. Like if you're looking to advertise there. So it's really going to help you to know your audience and then go to Quantcast in order to find which websites are going to be the best buy for you, or the best place to market in order to hit that audience. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Cost. How much does Quantcast cost to use? It's absolutely free. It's a great tool because of that, and they have actually scanned over 100,000, I believe, over 100,000 websites across the web and mobile sites for free for you, so that you can go out, take a look at those, and find out which is going to be the best for your marketing budget. All right, so what are some of the requirements? Well, first of all, it's important to have a basic understanding of demographics and how that affects your marketing budget. Specifically, you need to understand who your audience is. You don't want to just throw your marketing budget into the wind and just market everywhere like shotgun. You want to have a very targeted focus, because it's then that you have the best success in marketing. You want to hit the people that are actually most likely to purchase your product. And then the second thing, it's helpful to have a list of several websites or mobile sites that you're considering running ads or posting social media content. That's just going to give you a leg up as you plan out your social media budget. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the platform now. So when you first go to quantcast.com, this is the page that it'll take you to. From here, you actually can do a search right away. Just type in the URL, and you don't need to include the www. Just type in the URL of a website that you're interested in finding the rankings, and then click the little magnifying glass. You can also browse rankings by clicking here. It's going to show you the top websites across the web and how that they are ranking. What I do recommend is that you actually sign up. It's free to do so, and that's in this upper right hand corner. When you click to sign up, it's going to ask you for your email and some basic contact information, and you will have to click on an email link that'll be sent to you in order to activate your free account. Once you have that, it's going to be a benefit to you, because then you can save some of your searches. You can also basically set up your own site to be quantified, which you'll see some of the benefits here in just a moment. So let me show you what some of the rankings look like. If you click Browse Rankings, this is what you're going to see. It's going to give you the most popular websites to date. It'll show you the number of people that are visiting that site on a monthly basis. You'll also see their ranking number here. And you'll notice that some of them have this purple ball here next to it. That means that that site has been quantified. So what does that mean? Well, basically, Quantcast is a free service, but they encourage websites to drop in a small line of code onto their site so that it can be scanned by Quantcast. So a lot of sites have already done that. Like here's one, WordPress has done it, Yelp has done it, Huffington Post, Answers.com, BuzzFeed. You'll see there's quite a few of them that have already been quantified. So for those sites, they're going to have the most detailed information. For the others, yes, they're still going to have information there, but it's not going to be as detailed because they have not been quantified and they don't have that script running on their website. All right, so let's go ahead and perform a search just as you might do so when you're logged in. So the search, the way that you would do it is you would come up here in the search bar and you would just simply type in the URL of a website that you're interested in. So let's see, one of them that I was looking at earlier was Upworthy. And when you type it in, I kind of went fast there. You don't have to type in the www. You just need to type in my case, Upworthy.com, and that's going to pull up the website. This particular site has been quantified. In other words, it's, Quantcast has that script on the site, and you can see all kinds of great information here. So for the website Upworthy, you'll see that they currently are experiencing 3.3 million unique visitors on a monthly basis. And you can see here, it breaks it down. Mobile web is in the dark blue, and then the light blue is their online-only unique visitors. You can also do a comparison to last month. It'll show you their uniques, the people, their visits, and their page views. And then down here, this is what I call the meat and potatoes. This is really where you can determine your audience. So here are the US demographics. You can see with Upworthy, they have a little bit larger female audience than male. Their average age tends to be between 25 and 34. It looks like that college education is predominant on the site. The income is under $100,000 for most people that are there. Most of them appear to not have children, and a little bit stronger Caucasian audience than some of the other ones that are listed here. So it gives you a really good idea as to what type of people that you're going to primarily hit if you were to advertise on Upworthy.com. You can also see some of their audience likes, and there's even more detail down here, and I'm not going to go really deep on this because I just wanted to give you an overview. But if you're interested in using this platform, I do recommend that you click right here where it says how to read this report, and it's going to give you much more detail as to exactly what you're seeing here and how that applies to you. All right, so I am already logged in. I did register with an account, and I wanted to show you some of the other tools that you have access to. So right here, it'll show your email address that you're logged in with, and you have several different tools. The first one is a dashboard, so I'll just kind of go in order here. If I click on dashboard, what that does is this is a place where you can actually submit your own websites. Why would you want to do that? Well, basically, it's going to start tracking the demographics and types of things that are going on your own website, the metrics that are there. This is a benefit to you because maybe you want to sell advertising on your own site, or maybe you need a better handle on your audience to date so that you can grow part of your audience, either in the same demographic, or maybe you want to expand into other demographics so you could know what you currently have so that you can expand into other demographics as well. So it's a really nice tool, and again, it's free. So how you submit your own website is a two-part process. The first thing you'll do, you'll come in here and you'll click Add Website, and I'll just click on that so you can see. You'll add your website just by plugging in your URL here, and once you've clicked Submit Site, Quantcast has that, and it's preparing to go through and scan your site. But the second step is you'll need to grab a little line of code, and here's part of it that you'll need, and that's your P code right here. And you'll need to drop that onto your website in the back end. There's some specific instructions as to how to do that. There's a guide right here that'll walk you through exactly how to do it. If you're not the web designer or developer for your site, you'll need to get that in the hands of your developer or web designer so that they can add that line of code for you. Once Quantcast has scanned your site, then it'll take approximately about 24 to 48 hours for them to do the initial scan. And then I would recommend waiting about 5 days, so you have a minimum of 5 days worth of information that's been scanned on your site, and you're going to have the most accurate data at that point. So then you have access to all this information. So it's really a great tool, and you can see that there will be some good benefits there. All right, the next thing I wanted to show you is the planner. And this is where I spend most of my time currently. And what the planner does is it allows you to find websites in which you might be interested in advertising or marketing your services. So here's what you do. You come into the planner, and if you know the audience that you're wanting to hit, let's say that you want to hit a predominantly male, over 100,000, and then over age 45. So let's say that that's your main demographic. So you would select those, just check off the ones that you want. You can also go down into the DMA, or that's your designated market area. If you know your DMA code, you can type that in or check it off here. There also are the capabilities to do categories. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Like I just clicked on that box, and you can see different categories that you could select. So you can really narrow your audience down. I'm just going to leave mine how it is, and you can see some of the websites that came up based on that demographic. So for instance, if I wanted to pull up one of them, here's LinkedIn. And sometimes it takes just a second to load. You can see the information here, and if I wanted to compare it with another site, I can simply click Compare Site and type in the URL of another website. And that way you have a really good idea as to what is the audience that you're going to hit. All right, let me show you what else you have. You have the capability to set up favorites just by having an account. Favorites is a way to save certain websites that you may want to advertise in the future. So you can see I saved a few of them here. Some of them have been quantified, some of them haven't. And you can actually organize these however you'd like. To add favorites, you simply come up here and click Edit Favorites, and then you enter in a domain and click Add to Favorites, and it'll show up here. And then you also have the capability to move these around. Once you get this little symbol here, you can start moving things up and down if you'd like to keep these in a certain order. All right, so I think that gives you kind of a basic idea as to how it works, and hopefully you can see some of the benefits. I wanted to leave you now with some samurai tips. And samurai tips are the best practices for utilizing this tool. The first thing is I recommend going through the Reading Our Reports page in the Help section of Quantcast. It's just going to give you a better idea as to how to use the software. And then secondly, remember that Quantcast is an opt-in system. So not every site has been quantified, although they've got over 100,000 of them that have. You're going to get estimates for the ones that haven't been quantified, and you're going to get much more detailed information for the ones that have. And hopefully over time that will improve, but most of the big sites have been quantified, so you're going to have some good information there. And then finally, it's a great idea to get Quantcast reports for your own site. Follow the instructions for adding your own site. And like I said earlier, it takes about 5 days for your site to be quantified. This is a wonderful way for you to start getting reports, and also to be able to share information with others that might be interested in advertising on your site. All right, finally, I'd like to leave you with a bonus. If you've enjoyed this video and are finding use in it or value, you can receive an internet marketing cheat sheet. I've basically compiled all 20 tools that I've showed in these videos into a cheat sheet that gives you best practices and a link directly to that tool so that you can have that at your fingertips. To get that tool, just join my email list, and you can do that by going to teamtough.com/email. Thanks for your time today, and keep on marketing.